Hello, team. Welcome back to Potsy FM in what was supposed to be the final stream of the Rude Boy series. We were supposed to wrap it up. We were supposed to win our second Champions League, and we could have ended on a massive high. But as it was, Liverpool knocked us out in the semi-final stage. I know I said I was going to come back for the Pokal final, but I'll be honest, I was still fuming at Tony Silva's mistake for that goal. I instant resulted it. We won. It was great, but it just weren't for me at all. So fast forward, we are going to show you today the transfers we brought in hope that this will be the final season. And then going forward, we're only going to focus on Champions League. The league is done. We've conquered Germany. So it's time to get that second Champions League trophy under our belt. So today, I'm going to show you the transfers. Then we're going to show our first league games in the Champions League, which will be Man City and Chelsea. So without further ado, let's get into the FM. And here you can see our fixtures. So Man City and Chelsea, which is what I'm going to show you today. Tomorrow we're going to come back for Barca and Inter, and then fingers crossed we're going to get straight into the knockout stuff, and we're going to fly through it. And in a couple of days it's going to be wrapped up, and we can move on to our next series, which is going to be a building Brentford series. In the meantime, let me just show you the faces we brought in an effort to make this the final stream. Right, the first of two main sales. Robin Gosens had 1 year left on his contract, and we sold him to Bayern. We did play him off against a couple of other clubs, trying to raise the transfer value. Bayern were the last men standing, so they took him. And little Kim, big Kim Min Jai, Juventus, £50 million we got for him. I know I said I was going to sell Tony Silva, and believe me, I tried. But not only was nobody willing to pay his value, turns out he's actually a pretty good defender in the game. So we kept him. We've tried to improve some of his passing and try to improve a couple of player traits. So hopefully he doesn't give the ball away in stupid situations this season. And yeah, Juventus came in for Kim, 50 million quid. Thought that'll do nicely. That will help me sign this guy. Only messing. He didn't cost me 50 million quid. He was a end of contract freebie that I forgot we'd even gone in for until he signed. So he's not going to get much game time. Probably going to sell him in January. But yeah, he had a good World Cup. Maybe he can do something. Maybe he can't. Time will tell. We did splash out on this guy, 62 million quid to bring in Florian Wirtz. I was fed up of him scoring against us for Leverkusen. Um, he statistically is better than Nkunku, I think. If we do a little comparison here, on a polygon, he's got a bit higher attributes. So I'm not. I mean, these two can rotate. We'll see who gets the most out of it. But yeah, he's someone I've admired since the start of the save. He scored against us about 100 times, not 100 times, but he's definitely scored both games last season for Leverkusen against us. So yeah, he's come in to try and bring something different to that central attacking midfielder role. This guy also came in. Another big Ben White from Arsenal. Now, stats wise, he's probably not as good as he should be, and he's only shown 2.5 star in ability. But when I was comparing him to Tony Silva, who was obviously looking to sell, he's got a bit of a better polygon there. So you could argue, and I know you shouldn't just look at this, and attributes wise, there's not much in it either way. But yeah, I just figured there's something different. Hopefully, he brings a bit more composure to that role. He's got 15 composure, 14 for decision, so he can pass the ball. He can play fullback. So it allows us to kind of rotate their back four around. We've got several different options that can play right back and centre back. And we also have this guy, Alejandro Balde, brought in from Barcelona for £28 million, which I think will prove to be a bargain. Again, he's only shown us 3-star current ability, but he started well. He's got an assist in one of his games, and even in the match engine, he's been a constant threat down that left, which we obviously look to build. And by playing him left back, gives us the opportunity to play Guardiola centre back to cope for Kim Min Jae going. So we've got a left-footed centre half, so it frees up a lot of options in that back four with these signings. And going into deadline day, I'm obviously not looking to make any more additions, but we'll crack on. And in a change to the previously advertised programming, we're no longer going to bring you deadline day because I filmed it, paid for it, done the talking. Nothing happened. It was boring. Don't want to put you through it. The only thing of note was that Dortmund came in for Madueke with about 7 minutes left in the window. Not enough time to get a deal done, so it fell through. So just going to go straight into the Man City game now. And here we are back for the City game. And we've got a full complement of players to go for. So we're going to go with Diogo Costa in goal. We're going to go Balde, Timber, Silva, Simakan. Going to go Bellingham, Mariba, Slabozlai, Verts, Endrick, and Big Ben. Going to go Timber in there just because I feel it'll cope better with Haaland. He might not. We'll have to see. But yeah, we've got plenty of options on the bench if we do need to change things up. So let's get the show on the road. Let's get City hopefully dealt with. I mean, they still got Haaland. They've got Vinicius. Oh, they've got Makoku on the bench. You're joking. And they've got Heskey. Hopefully he's as good as his namesake. And he comes on and just falls over a lot. Can't see it. It's probably a wonder kid. But hey ho, let's get the show on the road. Aston Villa back in the Champions League. The mystery continues. And for those that are interested in what's going on in the league, we are 4 from 4, but as are Bayern Munich, Dortmund, and Hoffenheim. So 4 teams on 12 points. Maybe it's not as cut and dry as we thought. But yeah, it's probably more entertaining than this. What I'm bringing you, 25 minutes, not a single highlight. We've got 4 shots for us. It's pretty pathetic, really. Half an hour gone, not a highlight. Anything going to happen? Anything at all that I can, maybe talk about? 37 minutes gone. 8 shots and not a single one highlight worthy. What the actual hell? Here we go. First highlight, 44 minutes in. It's Vinicius on the attack. He plays it back to Javi Galen. Javi Galen to Rodri. Rodri looks over the top for Philip Foden, who gets Cancelo, looks for Haaland, and Haaland finds the corner of the net. Please say he was offside. It didn't look like he was offside. Linesman's not that interested in what's going on. It's going to be awarded, isn't it? Yep. So Rodri, first highlight of the game, as you could expect, after 44 minutes of nothing, Erling Haaland comes. I don't even know why it was. Was it even close to offside? Were we just wasting our time? Or was he going for a foul? No, tight offside. I mean, I think he's off, to be honest. What do I know? Tell you what I do know. We're 1-0 down. We're 1-0 down. Shooting's not been good enough. It really needs to. I feel like I've been saying this for the entire last season. Here we go. Szoboszlai swings it in, looking for Tony Silva. That combination, kept you for a reason. So as Szoboszlai slots one into the bottom corner, the Don with his first of the season. Florian Wirtz proving his value there, nicking the ball, dropped to the Dom on his trusty right foot, and he slots one. Look at this. I mean, thought it was the original dream team. There, Haaland, Bernardo Silva nicks it, and he smashes it. It doesn't really slot, he smashes it, but it's in the bottom corner. It's 1-1. The game is shot into life in and around the half-time mark as Endrick nicks the ball high up the pitch. Not that high, but in their half at least. Tony Silva, we know what he can do from here. He finds Endrick, and Endrick finds the bottom corner off the post and in. That's what I'm talking about. If he'd have passed it like that in the Champions League semi-final, we probably wouldn't be sitting here doing this stream. But as a result, you wouldn't have seen this fantastic goal. That is what we've been sort of trying to train him to do over the summer, is improve his passing, his decision making, so he doesn't do a whoopsie like he did in the semi-final. And he has produced a great assist, and we've turned this game on its head. We would nearly be an FM looking at the stats because we've had 13 shots on goal. But in the space of 2 second half minutes, really, we've flipped it. We're 2-1 up now. And now the pressure's on them to do something. Can we nick the ball in their half again? It's Javi Galen looks to bring over the half. He looks for Haaland. Haaland's in. Haaland looks for the chip, and it's just off the post and in. Off the post and in, off the post and over, off the bar and over. Learn to speak, Paul. Sorry, all this shenanigans is just, I I've lost my trail of thought. So we're going to do that because Simikin's been shot. What's his injury? Potential foot injury. Well, I hope he's okay. If anyone can recover from a potential foot injury, Simi can. Get it? Simi can. I mean, I feel like I've got to put the jokes in there because the highlights ain't forthcoming. As right on cue, they nipped one to the back post, and I thought Diaz was going to head it in just to break my heart. But such is life. We carry on. We move forward. 20 minutes to go as Balde brings it forward. Tries to take on Philip Foden as we play it back to Guardiola and Tony Silva. We're looking for a bit of magic again. He finds Timber, who finds Florian Wirtz, who puts it wide. Oh, can't help but think Nkuku would have buried that. But I mean, I don't want to be too harsh on him because he's coming off for Nkuku on the back of it, which is harsh in itself. But he's added a little bit of creativity into that attacking midfield role that maybe Nkuku was lacking. But yeah, last season Nkuku was scoring goals for fun at times. So it's a bit of, what do you want from the man? Do you want him to be creative or do you want him to score goals? At the moment, just want to hold on to this lead for another 3 minutes. And I'm quite happy for it to be boring now, to be honest, and just bore you with my waffle. 6 minutes of injury time. For what, ref? They weren't a highlight for 44 minutes. And the 6 minutes are just as boring as the... Oh, no, here we go. They're going to break our hearts. I can feel it. Bernardo Silva down the left. No. Guardiola heads it clear. And Cuckoo, that's what we brought you. No. Kick him. Somebody kick him. Not now. He's in the box. No. Oh my good God. Right. Kick him. No. Yes, it's finished. It's 2-1 to the Rude Boys. It was never in doubt. I wasn't worried at all. You guys were worried. I know you were worried. But just like that, we see off Man City. Well done, lads. What a great win for us. I mean, for me, it was worth the boring first 44 minutes. It probably wasn't for you. You probably all turned off this video. But hey ho. Right. That's a good start to the group. Hopefully we can back it up against Chelsea in a minute. I'll see you there. And it's time to see if we can back it up against Chelsea. And the team looking to do that is a familiar one. Costa in goal. Balde, not so familiar. Guardiola, Perez, Timber. Bellingham, Moriba, Szoboszlai. That's a little holy trinity in the midfield there with Florian Wirtz. Still looking for his first goal. And then we've got Big Ben and Endrick up front. How did Chelsea get on in their first game of the group stage? Against Ajax, they won 3-1. Reece James is a captain. They still got Lukaku as a vice captain, and they still got Sterling. So, I mean, there's not a lot of transfers going on in the world of Football Manager this year. I mean, they're going, but they're just not affecting the starting 11s. It's a bit of a weird one. In the fifth season, and the Man City team was pretty much, the starting team. And apart from Thomas Muller, probably because PSG came in and nicked Havertz, it's pretty much a standard Chelsea side. So, and there's me with a completely different, I think, Gvardiol's only person, and Szoboszlai and Moriba, but he was on loan. But yeah, I mean, it's just a big turnover of players as we don't have Tony Silva on the pitch for that near post corner. So we're going to try again. And Big Ben, he should have scored. Maybe this is the season he goes. He's not filling me with as much joy as he was a couple of seasons ago. I mean, he didn't sulk about not getting his move, but his performances have indicated that he's not the player he was before all the drama about the transfer. As Gvardiol looks to try and find Szoboszlai, but it gets cut out by Mason Mount. Bellingham looks over the top for the boys. Let's go, and he just tamely hits it at Mendy. Come on, Ben. You're better than that. As Chelsea have a free kick with Reece James, it would not be a surprise if he sticks this in. Doesn't even get it on target. Not worthy of a highlight, really, but hey, it's better than 44 minutes of nothing. As Perez gets a near post, it's just not the same. That Tony Silva and Dom combination from the corners, it's almost like I'm taking advantage of the match engine by setting it up. As Chilwell goes for a long throw towards Lukaku to flick on. Perez calmly back to the keeper, who hoofs it in Endrick's direction, but Big Ben gets up for the header because, let's face it, Endrick wasn't, and I thought he was going to nip in ahead of Mendy there, but Mendy uses his reach to get there. Koulibaly out to Mount, Kante, Thomas Muller, Reece James, Kovacic. Perez steps forward and intercepts the ball as the Dom runs through the middle of the Chelsea defence, and he should have done so much better with that shot. I'm going to demand more because I feel like we've just not been good enough in front of goal. We've got the XG of over a goal, and we haven't hit it yet. So, as that had to be off, surely. But that is a penalty. If the ball stayed in, which I believe, I haven't seen a VAR for has it stayed in yet. So I'm guessing that's going to be a penalty to us, and the Dom gets a chance to atone from his woeful miss. And he doesn't back it up with another woeful miss. He smashes it home. Harry Kane World Cup quarter-final styly. First penalty, not the second one. Second one is still in orbit, unfortunately. But yeah, very similar to the first Harry Kane penalty there. Sorry, Harry. I mean, bad enough I get told that I look like you every day of my life about me mugging you off for missing a penalty. I still love you. England still loves you, apart from the Brentford fans that were ripping you the other day. But yeah, again, sorry for the waffle that's in between a lack of highlights, but we're 1-0 up at half time from a penalty, and things are going well, but I know they're capable of even better. But this would be some start to the group stage, the league stage. I keep calling it the group stage, league stage. It's going to take some getting used to that until it happens in real life. But yeah, Chelsea and I don't like the way it kind of front loads the big games. It seems to be the first few games are all against the bigger sides, and then you have like a little kind of mid-table side games, and then you have a bit bigger, and generally so far I've always finished off with two of the lower seeded teams in the last two games of the group. So I hope that doesn't kind of roll over into the real life version, as there's a few players dying on the pitch. So we're going to bring a few people on. Cody Gakpo, boys and girls, actually got a game for me in the league game not so long ago, and he got a goal, which may surprise you. It surprised me. He actually got man of the match for it as well. So I think they must have been feeling generous in the awards. We won 5-0. But yeah, he come on and got a goal and assist, so maybe he wasn't a complete waste of a free transfer after all. As we go searching for a second goal in this game, as Lukaku, I thought that was a penalty, the way that kind of the game froze there. As Mariba brings it over the halfway line, looks reverts to Endrick. Endrick gets displaced by Fofana, but Mariba gets the ball back and bursts through, uses his pace and power. And it would have been some goal if it got in, but Mendy denies him and gives us a corner that doesn't come to anything because I made substitutions in that. The game doesn't like that. As Fofana leaves the pitch for Chelsea, someone actually looked at signing to maybe dispossess Tony Silva of his spot. But yeah, who am I taking off here? I don't know. I've done Bellingham. Yeah, Bellingham for Moretti. That was what? No, what was I? Emery. I'm going to go Moretti because it is Chelsea. I do want Zaire Emery to get more game time this season to help him develop. But yeah, 1-0 at Chelsea is a bit of a risk, really, as they look forward and Guardiola has time to bring it down and take it forward down the left for us. He just kicks it straight at the guy in front of him as Mariba, and he gets another chance to put a better ball in this time. He doesn't. He doesn't take that chance as they look for Lukaku, but Big Ben White at the back. He's the new Big Ben in town. Is there? I tell you what, who is going to have that Big Ben mantle at the end of the season as Wirtz is in? And Wirtz, I said he doesn't score goals. That says it's his second goal of the season, which is odd, but it's definitely his first goal for us. I'm sure of it. I'm definitely sure of it. I'll check after, but couldn't be more of an important goal as he steals in front of Cucurella and with his right foot puts it in the top corner for 2-0. Surely that seals it. Surely that makes it 2 from 2 for the Rude Boys. I definitely make. Oh, I've just seen what's happened there. I've got Moretti playing at centre back. Oh, well, I can't do nothing now. As Endrick makes it free, I mean, he's obviously a better centre back. He makes the whole team better by playing there. I was sure that I had Bellingham selected. Well, there's a lesson. If you're not sure, stop and start again. But I mean, it's worked wonders, isn't it? Was it 1-0 when I made that change? And now, yeah, I mean, that is the new tactical genius move. I mean, yeah, I'm loving that. I am absolutely loving that. What a tactical decision that was. I mean, people in the commentary box in old BT Sport, or whoever's got the Champions League rights in this season, they would have been calling me bonkers for making that change. I mean, I didn't know I'd done it, but I'm going to take credit for it because that's what good managers do. And yeah, I will just double check that that was his first goal for us because one in the Champions League. Yeah, game was just broken. It's just a bug. Just a bug. It's not even registered there yet as a goal. But never mind, Florian. So that was what? Where did I see? Did I see a picture of Guardiola there? Guardiola at Chelsea. Yeah, couldn't do it, could he? So right, with that, I've got some gaming to do because I've got to get through all of these games before I bring you Barcelona and Inter Milan. And I might record the Bayern Munich game just because I like beating them on camera. I didn't do it in the last game, so I kind of owe them. But we'll see how it goes, and I will catch you on the next video. And that's a lot for this one, boys and girls. If you could be a legend, smash the like button for me. Try and get this video out to a few more people. We're getting a few steady views on the channel now, but yeah, I'd like to try and get that into sort of double figures, and then we can have a little celebratory video. And in the meantime, I'm going to keep working on this save to get this through. And I've got the Brentford one, I've got the season one played through now. I just need to film it, edit it, do all that kind of jazz in the background. So yeah, if you could just smash the like and subscribe for me, to give me a kick up the butt or a punch in the arm to get that editing done and get that video out to you, because I think that might be something you guys enjoy. I've enjoyed making it. So yeah, I'm going to stop waffling now, and thank you and good night.